Hi, this is Paul Burton from Lighter Finch.
Hi, I'm Lady Mel. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, hi Lady Mel. Pleasure
Nice
to
to
meet
see
you.
you.
Thank you very much, thank you. Weather's quite bad at the moment.
It is indeed.
Yes, it's getting brighter though, so thanks for the directions. It was easy to find you, so
No problem at all.
good. So yes, at Mitre Finch, our aim is to sort of maximise profits, work with businesses across different sectors, and obviously increase profits. Hence the reason why we've got together to look at the new site.
That's great. Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Good. Have you had much dealings with the other sites?
Haven't really. No, it's. I know that our other existing sites do use Mitre Finch, but
It's my business card.
thank you. That's great. But don't know that much about the products or
Okay.
about the company. So if you could let me know, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's good. Yes, I mean that's part of what I'm here to do. Obviously, is to try and look at what you need, discuss various options on the fact find, and then obviously with a view to getting you. And I know there's a few other people involved in the project.
There is indeed. Yeah, they couldn't make it today, but I'll be
Okay.
their main point of contact, and I can pass the information over to them.
Okay, that's good. Then we can obviously after the meeting we can look at some key dates and come back and review the product and go through that. So that's good. So just in terms of getting this meeting together, then some sort of clear aims is to obviously look at functionality of the system, ease of use of the system, obviously reliability, look at how you're using it, look at some costs, some benefits to the business, and then I can take you through the implementation plan when we do the demonstration, and then obviously support and go forward on that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Does that
Sounds
sound
like it'll
about
cover
right?
everything that I need.
Is there any sort of other criteria you want to go through in the meeting?
No, the main thing for me is that everything at the moment is quite a manual process, so it's
Okay.
how we can automate that and how it can save time for the team,
Yeah.
which is our biggest point that we'd like to cover.
Okay, that's good. So manual process automation. Okay.
Yeah.
So before we kick off the meeting, going sort of fact find side of it, I'd like to show you a sort of slide deck that we've put together, just so that obviously, as you say, you're aware of us in the other businesses, but just to sort of show you who we are and a little bit about us, and you know who else we work with and collaborate with, if that's okay.
Yeah, that would be great.
Brilliant. Okay. So expertise, we've got 38 years of experience. We've put a lot of investment into the software and hardware. We have a team of developers that write the product, develop the product. We've got an in-house support team in York, so not far from you.
No, not too far.
No,
That's
that's
good to know.
Yeah, we've got implementers and engineers based around the UK, so our reaction times are quite good. You know, geographically, we can place people near you, so you'll get to know sort of the relevant people on site, which I know support's quite a big thing.
It is quite a big thing for us, yeah. That's
Yeah.
where we got let down with our last products.
So there's a kind of slide on the time and attendance, rostering, HR manager, payroll, access control, data capture. Again, that's all the sort of suite that we provide, and again we can discuss this in the fact find, sort of various elements that we can pull together.
Okay, so I didn't actually know that you had HR
Yes.
available, so that might be something that we would be
Yeah, we
interested
can
in.
look at that. Yes, and there's various parts of HR that we can pull into time and attendance as well. So if you are using a kind of corporate HR system, then we can bolt on little bits into TMS. It's very flexible.
Okay, that's great.
Again, we're looking at sort of maximising, you know, data capture so that you're not copying stuff in other things. It's just one data entry point, so we can sort of cross over in other areas if that suits the business. So that's quite effective. Benefits, again, increased profits, and there's some of our customers there. You can see we've got some major clients in there: Siemens, Fessenda, Spar, Wilkinson's, DFS. So again, we work sort of with businesses sort of 50-ish type employees up to 4,500, 10,000 staff.
Okay.
So again, the beauty with our product is we'll tailor it to your needs. You know.
Okay, that's good to know, because we do have some other sites that would be interested as well.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and again, we can discuss how that wants to work, whether you want that based locally, or whether you want it to be a standalone system.
Okay.
The system lends itself to work really around your needs, and so we've done it for 38 years, so we kind
Yeah.
of
So you know your stuff.
We do, yes, exactly, yeah. Again, we've got, just if you didn't know, we've got offices in North America. Obviously we've got office in York, we've got an office in Australia, and cover all the countries around that area. So we're widespread, so we've got a good network. So again, I know within your business, I looked on your website, you've got other businesses in Europe and abroad?
We do, yeah. And again, you know, they could be interested if it's something that works for us in the UK first.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we can certainly talk to them, you know, in terms of if you know, we could meet your needs today and sort of cover off some of the objectives, and going forward, you know, we can build a business model and a plan going forward for the other sites.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
On that, so that's good. So that's kind of the slide deck. So that kind of gives you an idea of what we do and who we are. So we've got in-house developers and support team. So we can, you know, it's one phone call basically. So if you do have the other suite of products, you know, we use just one point of reference with us, which is quite good with an integrated system.
Okay, that's really good.
Okay, that's good. So if we can just go sort of into what we call the fact find part of it, basically going through the various elements. So you've got a manual process at the moment, so how do you currently log people's time?
So at the moment it's really manual, so it's just a timesheet that we have in place.
Timesheets, yeah.
It takes up so much time every day to do everything, so we need to speed that up a little bit.
Okay.
Same with any holiday requests, that's all paper-based at the moment, and bits of paper get lost, and you know, it can be a bit of a nightmare with trying to plan everything in. Okay. It's really the whole process that is manual. So we'd be looking to, you know, it's funny that you mentioned HR, because that would be quite good to try and tie that in with booking holidays. And then obviously automate the clocking in and out as well. Is what we'd be mainly looking for. Also some additional security on site.
All right, security as well.
Yeah, we've had a few instances where we've had people accessing areas that they shouldn't.
Right, okay.
So,
security issues.
And with the main car park as well, so we'd need to maybe look at some additional hardware there as well. Okay,
yes, that's not a problem. We do all of that. So that's the beauty again of our system, is because it's modular, you can add on different components onto it. So you can start off with a basic TNA system and expand into access control and HR, and again one data entry. When you add me as a new starter, that's next Monday for example, you know, I can have access rights and clock onto TMS, and HR records are all there in one place. So
that'd be good.
It streamlines it. So
that would be good.
Just if you don't mind, just going back to the timesheets and holiday booking, how much time do you think you spend a week doing timesheets and holiday booking manually, as a rough guide of hours?
A good 3 hours a day.
3 hours?
I'd say.
3 hours a day, okay.
So 15 hours a week, I'd say, at least. 15
hours a week doing that. And I guess within that manual process there'll be a slight bit of error in that possibility. Not saying people get it wrong, but
they do though. They do.
They do, yeah. So there'll be a little bit more time in that, and perhaps a little bit of rejigging on top of that. As well. Yeah. And obviously, being manual, I'm assuming you've not really got any reports or anything.
Nothing like that. No, it's all just manual.
Okay. Well, that's something we can definitely focus on in the demonstration. Is our report suite and how good that is at extracting the data once you get it in, because at the end of the day it's knowing what's going on is the important thing. Getting the data in is one thing, but it's getting it out and having that visibility to management. Yeah, definitely, because we've got too many people off at once sometimes, and we just can't absolutely get our orders out on time, so we don't have enough staff in. So we need to keep an eye on it. Again, when I go through the demo, we've got skills matrix and various things in there, and planning shifts that you can do, which gives you the visibility, which is good. Be good to see, especially with the time attendance, how we can plan in, if, you know, for it to alert us if somebody is late, or if somebody's taken an extra long dinner break, which happens quite often. Yes, it'd be good to see how it all works. Okay. I'm noting all this down, so when I do the demo I can go through the virulent points terms of what's pertinent to your business. So, just sounds a funny question, but what would happen if you did nothing? If you carried on the way you did, what would be the implication for your business? To be honest with you, we'd probably have to expand the team, so it's going to be extra cost for us because of the time it's taking at the moment. It's taking people away from the jobs they're supposed to be doing. And you know, we don't really want to be paying out for people just to have to do all this admin work that could be automated. Absolutely. And again, the biggest thing for us is we're overpaying people at the moment. We're sure we are, because people are putting hours down and we can't actually track whether they have or haven't actually done those hours. Because everything's so manual. We could write what they want at the moment, so that's probably the two biggest areas for us where we're falling down at the moment. That's great. I mean, you know, in terms of looking at how we can, you know, use the system to benefit your business, and again coming back to, if you like, the tagline, which is about saving businesses time and money and working together. there's obviously there's a big area there that we can focus on.
Okay.
And again, what I'll do is, obviously we collaborate with yourselves, we can write this up together. So in terms of you putting a business case, you know, I can sort of write up the hours that you're doing. Obviously you'll have the costs on various people, so we can put together a return on investment, as in these hours a week that you're overpaying, the hours that it's taking to collate the information in work records, and the fact that you may have to expand your team. There's a business case there to justify the expenditure.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds, that's what I'll need to obviously get sign off on the project. So if we could have something like that put together, that would really help push it through.
Okay. So who's in the team that'll be working on this? Because obviously we need people to look after the team. So have you got a team structure in place to kind of champion this project and work on it?
We do, yeah. We've got 3 of us assigned to work on this project. So I'll be the main point of contact, but I'll have 2 others who will be
That's brilliant.
sort of helping, because it's going to be quite a big project for us.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, there'll be just 3 of us at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously appreciate that in the way that we'll work. You'll get one of our implementers on site, basically, that'll take the fact find onto the next level. It's a consultancy where we'll sit down and look at all your work rules and set up. So the 3 of you will go through all the setup, which you know already, the shifts and all the different times, and then we'll write a statement of work, which basically will write up what we've discussed as a plan, but never think of that as a set plan, because as we go down the process and start setting it up and training you, you might go, oh, we've got to add that in, and can we do that? And so you know, we will configure around it.
That's good to know, because you know, there could be some areas where we're actually not working in the most efficient way, so it'd be good to get a bit of guidance.
Well, just going back to your sort of time saving thing in terms of people spending time on, you know, data entry. You know, the sort of common misconception is, oh, what am I going to do? But when you get more information, you'll probably find that you can actually focus on the right jobs and look at your staff properly and what you're doing, and maximise their time and the profits with the business. Yeah,
that sounds good.
So it'll actually free up time to do more of what you should be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I can just sort of go through, so how many people on the system? So just to explain, our licenses work on live people. So everybody clocking on the system is a licence. So as people come and go, the numbers can go up and down. So if I start with you on Monday, I'd need a licence. If I left on Friday, all my information's archived, but then my licence can be reused. Okay. So how many people do you think within the whole business you're looking at will be?
Be roughly 150 to 200.
150 to 200, okay, that's fine. Okie dokie. In terms of clocking stations, because I know you've got various different departments around the business, would you want sort of like a central clocking terminal, or are you looking more for the production team to sort of clock?
Production team as well, so I think we had a look actually, and there's around 5 clocking terminals.
5, okay.
And then there's 28 doors as well.
Alright, so the access control, 28 doors.
Yeah, access control.
Yeah, brilliant, okay. So what we can do on those clocking stations is, do you have a lateness problem? Do you have any latenesses?
We do, yeah.
You do, okay.
Yeah.
So what we can do is we can put zoning on the clocks. So basically, if I work in your packing area and you've got one of your 5 terminals there, then I can only clock on at that terminal. So if I'm running late, I can't run through dispatch and clock on quickly.
Okay, that's
so
good.
We can kind of tie that into your shift time, so then you're maximising your time with your people. So I'm actually at my workstation at 8 o'clock when I need to be at my workstation.
Yeah.
So that's good.
That sounds good.
That's good, okay. So in terms of training then, what I'll do is I'll look at all of the licenses and sort of once we have the demonstration and go through the system and get more of a feel of what you're looking for in terms of setup, I'll be able to put a cost proposal together on that altogether.
Okay. Yeah.
Obviously I'll need your other 2 colleagues in on that, because obviously they'll have an input, HR and payroll. Yeah. In terms of doing that.
Be good to have a breakdown on the training and what that would include as well.
Yes, that's not a problem. What payroll system do you have at the moment? It's an external one, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's a group one, I think. So what I was going to say is what we can do is, obviously we have our own payroll system, but I think with one of your other sites what we've done is we can do an export of hours into the payroll.
Okay.
So that saves manual entering, so that's another bit more time that we could factor in your ROI in terms of somebody's manually now keying that information into payroll.
That'd
on top of the 15 hours, you now can do an export file straight into your payroll system.
Okay, yeah, that's not something we'd thought of, so, but yeah, included, and we can see what we can do.
Okay. So we can look at the HR package. Again, you've got all the contracts and entitlements and everything in there, and again we can go through the software in that. But is that still manually done in the HR side?
It is, yeah, it's all manual at the moment, so we need to We definitely need to change that because it's just taking too many hours.
Yeah, so roughly again, just hours.
It's probably similar, probably
3 or 4
3
hours.
to 4 hours
Okay.
a day. Especially in the busy holiday seasons as well. Everything's all holiday is manual at the moment, so it's taking a lot of time up.
So do people fill out bits of paper for holiday at the moment?
Bits of paper, and then it has to go through 3 different people, literally walking to the desk to approve it.
Right, okay.
So, yeah.
Would the people in the production area, would they be able to access a PC at all?
We could, yeah,
look at doing a communal PC?
Yeah.
So what we can do is we can do self-service on that.
That would be good,
so they can actually log in and book their own holidays and
that's
request.
What we need.
Yeah, request
yeah, definitely. Yeah, we need.
Doesn't want paper. We don't like paper. Everything's on the system. It's all backed up. So that's what.
Yeah, we definitely want to pass it to them, and then we want to still be able to approve it and authorise it our side, but we want to push it on to the employees to book their own holidays and book their own leave.
That's good.
And for them to be able to view what they've booked as well, so they don't come to us and ask us if.
Absolutely, yeah.
If it's been approved or not, or what they've booked off.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. No, it'd be a fully integrated system. So, just in terms of what we've gone through then, there looks like there's a good case here, obviously, to progress with this. All of your requests are in our products in terms of HR and TMS and access control. We can match all those needs. So, providing I've put together a bit of a business case and obviously a demonstration with you and the other 2 colleagues, we can sort of wrap this up in the next meeting to put together a proposal.
Yeah.
So, providing I can sort of meet this criteria, it looks like we can save about 25 hours a week.
Which would make a massive difference to us.
Then, obviously, if I can meet that criteria and you're happy with what you see, then, you know, might eventually be somebody you would be happy to go with?
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Good, okay. That's good to know. So, next steps then, if I look at some dates I'm free the next couple of weeks, if you're free, we can sort of coordinate a date with the other 2 colleagues.
I've got availability next Thursday.
Next Thursday?
Yeah.
Thursday, okay.
And if we do want to progress, we'd be looking to have everything live within the next 3 weeks.
Next 3 weeks, that's not a problem. Yeah, absolutely not a problem. Yeah, okay. What I'll do then is I'm definitely free next Thursday. I know that. So
that's good.
I'll patch a meeting into my diary and I'll send you an Outlook request which you can forward on to your colleagues.
That's my details there in case you haven't got them.
Lady Mel, Chief Director. That's great. I'll patch that through to you for Thursday, and then obviously we can confirm the date, and then what we'll do is we'll carry on going through the fact find here that we've got, and I'll do a demonstration based on what we've discussed.
That'd be brilliant. It'd be a good next step for us.
And there'll be more questions to come out in the demonstration anyway, but again, you know, there'll be various elements that you might think, oh, can we do this and can we do that? So it's a very visible way of going through it. So
hopefully we should have all the information we need by then from you, so we can let you know whether or not it's something we're going ahead with.
That's great. That's great.
That's
been really
brilliant.
Good to meet you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Lady Mel.
We've got you some of our multi-packaging boxes here as a bit of a gift for you.
That's
so thank
really
you very
kind
much
of
for your time today.
Thank you.
No problem.
Are you seeing any other suppliers at all?
We've seen a couple, yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So if you could get everything over to us as soon as possible, that'd be brilliant.
Yes, that's not a problem, yeah.
That's great.
That's great.